Hello friends, my name is Ilgar, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're re-diving into a super interesting topic. What is the real difference between ChatGPT and Google? And why can't we just use ChatGPT for everything instead of Google? Looking at the stats, it's clear ChatGPT is exploding in popularity. The number of weekly users is already approaching 700 million worldwide. A lot of people are starting to think that with ChatGPT around, Google is becoming obsolete. Some are even trying to use it as a complete replacement for search engines. But hold on, that's not quite right, and I'm going to break down exactly why, step by step. Let's start with the first and maybe most important reason: current information. ChatGPT doesn't always have access to the very latest news and data. For example, let's say you want to find out who won the most recent World Cup. If you ask Google, you'll instantly get hundreds of results with dates, scores, and even video highlights. But ChatGPT, because its knowledge has a cutoff date and it isn't always connected to the live internet, might give you outdated information. Think about it. Imagine you need to know about today's stock prices, the latest crypto trends, or even just the weather forecast. In these situations, ChatGPT might not be able to give you a real-time answer. This is a massive drawback if you work in fast-paced fields like finance, sports journalism, or technology news where being up to the minute is everything. Now for the second reason, sources. One of Google's biggest strengths is that it always provides you with dozens, if not hundreds, of links. You can click through them, compare the information, and verify which source is the most reliable and accurate. You are in control. ChatGPT, on the other hand, typically gives you a neat, ready-made answer. But here's the catch: it usually doesn't show you where it got that information from. Imagine you're writing a university essay or conducting scientific research. Citing your sources is non-negotiable. Google is perfect for this, as it leads you directly to the original articles, studies, and reports. With ChatGPT, you can't really do that. You'd have to take its answer and then go search for the sources yourself to double-check everything, which kind of defeats the purpose and definitely takes up extra time. This brings us to our third issue: accuracy and the risk of errors. ChatGPT is incredibly smart at explaining complex topics and generating text that sounds human. But, and this is a big but, it sometimes makes things up. There's even a specific term for this phenomenon: hallucination. This is when the AI generates an answer that sounds completely logical and confident, but is, in fact, totally wrong. If you were to rely solely on ChatGPT for critical information like medical advice, legal guidance, or financial planning, it could be genuinely dangerous. At least with Google, you get a list of sources from reputable organizations, and you can use your own judgment to decide which one to trust. With ChatGPT, you're putting a lot of faith in a single, unverified response. So, what's the solution here? Should we pick a side in the Google versus ChatGPT battle? The truth is, they aren't enemies at all. They're actually powerful partners that complement each other perfectly. Think of them as different tools for different jobs. Google is your go-to when you need hard facts, the latest updates, or want to check information from reliable sources. It's the king of what and when. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is your brilliant assistant when you need clear explanations, summaries of dense material, help writing code, or when you just want to understand a complex idea in simple terms. It's the master of how and why. For example, you could use Google to find the latest news and official specs for the new iPhone release. Then you can hop over to ChatGPT and ask it to explain the key differences between the new iPhone and the old one in simple terms for a non-techy person. By using them together, you get the best of both worlds: verified accuracy from Google and clear, structured understanding from ChatGPT. So, in conclusion, while ChatGPT is a fantastic, revolutionary tool, it simply cannot replace Google. Google is still the undisputed champion for finding current information and verifiable sources. ChatGPT shines as your personal tutor and creative assistant, helping you understand and structure information. If you want to be as efficient and well-informed as possible, the secret is to use both tools together, each for what it does best. And now, I want to hear from you. Which one do you find yourself using more in your daily life, Google or ChatGPT, and what for? Drop your answers in the comments below. I'm really excited to read them. And of course, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.